Despite its reputation, the AK is still a mechanical device, and mechanical devices can and will malfunction. Although malfunctions are rare if using a quality rifle, magazines, and ammunition, they can still occur and we must be prepared to deal with them within a combative context. The number one cause of malfunctions in all firearms is operator error. With the Kalashnikov series of rifles, this is typically caused by short-stroking the action or allowing the hand to follow the charging handle home. The number two cause is dirty, broken, or otherwise poor quality magazines. Malfunctions can be categorized into three categories: simple, complex, and catastrophic. Simple malfunctions are failure to fire, failure to feed, and failure to eject or stovepiping, and can typically be resolved by cycling the bolt. Complex malfunctions include failure to extract, double feeds, and other firearm-specific malfunctions. Although complex malfunctions can occasionally be cleared just by cycling the bolt, they may require more extensive remedial action. Catastrophic malfunctions occur when a critical component of the firearm breaks, making the firearm unusable and thus taking it out of the fight. A broken firing pin or extractor claw would be an example of a catastrophic malfunction. Malfunction clearing procedures. To clear malfunctions, we will use a three-step, non-diagnostic procedure with each step progressively becoming more involved. Malfunction clearing should be non-diagnostic in nature. This is not to say that diagnostics such as tactile or visual cues cannot be used. Rather, they should be supplemental to a well-practiced, non-diagnostic protocol. Step 1. Upon non-productive trigger pull, cycle the action. Within a CQB context, when time is of the utmost importance, cycling the action with the rifle mounted in the shoulder with the ejection port level may be your best option. However, it is best to orient the ejection port towards the earth to allow gravity to aid in ejection and clearing of potential debris inside the receiver. Gravity can either work against us or for us. We want it to be our ally whenever possible, especially if attempting to clear a malfunction. After cycling the action, attempt to re-engage if necessary. Step 2. If the trigger is still unproductive, remove the magazine, orient the ejection port down, cycle the action 2 to 3 times, then reload the rifle. Because magazines are a common source of malfunctions, it is likely best to discard the magazine removed, reloading the rifle with a fresh magazine. However, if it is your only magazine, then it will have to be retained and reloaded into the rifle. Double feeds. A double feed occurs when 2 cartridges are stripped from the magazine and attempt to be fed into the chamber simultaneously. Double feeds are almost exclusively caused by bad magazines. In some cases, double feeds can be cleared with steps 1 and 2. In other cases, the 2 rounds will become jammed inside the chamber, making it necessary for the operator to hold the charging handle back with one hand while using his fingers with the other hand to dislodge the stuck cartridges. The telltale sign of a double feed is the failure of the bolt and bolt carrier to travel to its most forward position, even after cycling the action several times. Step 3. If the previous steps fail to make the rifle operational, remove the magazine and stow it. Next, remove the dust cover. If standing, drop the dust cover on the ground or quickly stow it on your person. If kneeling, place it next to your knee. With the dust cover removed, rotate the rifle upside down and work the action. Hopefully this will cause any loose casing or other foreign debris causing the problem to fall from the receiver. If you have the opportunity, you can visually inspect the receiver. Reload the rifle and re-engage if necessary. The AK will function without the dust cover, but when the opportunity arises, reattach it. With Kalashnikov rifles, a possible malfunction that is very rare but can occur is having an empty casing eject rearward into the receiver near the trigger group rather than out the ejection port. Depending on where the casing lands, it can cause failures to fire, prevent the bolt carrier from cycling fully rearward, or the rifle may function normally. Regardless, if the AK is experiencing intermediate malfunctions, or after a non-productive trigger pull the operator attempts to cycle the action, only for the action to be jammed, this may cue the operator to skip to step 3 of the procedure, which is designed to deal with this malfunction or similar issues. Left-handed considerations. The malfunction clearing procedure is exactly the same with the rifle mounted on the left shoulder. However, the only complication is in the ease of orienting the ejection port towards the earth. If possible, the operator should avoid pointing the ejection port up, as this has the possibility to worsen the malfunction. In step 1, for speed and simplicity, it may be best to cycle the bolt with the rifle shouldered and the ejection port level. However, if this fails to solve the problem, we must perform step 2 with the ejection port facing the ground. There are several ways to do this. First, the operator can perform a shoulder transition, continuing the malfunction clearing procedure from the right shoulder. Secondly, the user can perform a hand transition, in which the left hand grips the forend, rotates the rifle sideways as the right hand cycles the bolt. The magazine can be removed either before or after the transition. Practicing and drilling. Once proficiency with the procedure is obtained while standing stationary, these procedures should be practiced in more challenging situations and positions, such as kneeling, prone, on the move, in the dark, or blindfolded, along with other possibilities, to develop the skill set in a wide range of environments and positions that the operator may find himself in.